Who's creating fragrances for your brand? Well, the answer is I do that. I do all the formulations myself. And I believe your follow-up question was, do you have formal education in perfumery? And the answer is yes. I'm going to put a small yes to that, and I'll explain why. So I studied at two different places. One place was it's located in Los Angeles, and it's the Institute for Art and Olfaction, and I'll put the information below here. And they offer, at the beginning of the pandemic, they started offering an online intensive which lasts 3 weeks, and you go through lots of material, and this is to help new perfumers get introduced to the art of perfumery and design, and creating all your dilutions, etc. And the second place I studied was at the Grasse Institut de Perfumerie, where they too also send you like these giant kits of notes and materials to study. And both sort of walk you through the rudiments of perfume design just to get you started. And I also did a certificate with the Fragrance Foundation. They have like this small course where they kind of teach you the basics of the business of perfumery, as well as the different families and materials, and you pass an exam. So that was kind of cool. So earlier I said a small yes because it is possible to take a more substantial course which really shapes you into a true professional perfumer that can work for, like the bigger houses like Givaudan, Firmenich, the big ones that do all of the celebrity perfumes, etc., and most of the perfumes that are on the market. For me, I didn't feel it was necessary because I knew exactly what I wanted to do, which was to actually design for my own perfume house. So it really depends on what exactly you want to accomplish. But there is no one true way to become a perfumer. There are some actually self-taught perfumers that do actually work for the big houses, but I would say those are in the older generations. The newer generations go through like these programs. There's also one that's offered in Paris, and there are several others. For me, the intensives were sufficient for what I wanted to accomplish, and I also wanted to retain some form of cocky innocence, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is I believe there is an artistic gift in not knowing too much about a certain subject to retain that innocent effervescence of discovery. I wanted to start with a solid foundation, but also retain an innocent, creative effervescence. But that's just a personal artistic direction that I'm taking, as there are many ways to get to Rome.